Yo, check me out. Before you start this podcast, this is for mature, disturbed, and downright lunatic individuals who like learning, but also have a twisted sense of humor. I'm a comedian, and this is a sorry attempt at making the world a little brighter. So if you wish to enter my insane, unfiltered, raw, explicit mind, please be advised, it's gonna get nasty. Thank you. What up, everybody? Welcome back to another great and exciting episode of the Wandering Mind Podcast, where the mind wanders. I, of course, am your host, Kevin G, and we are brought to you by Today in Culture. Welcome back to another great, exciting episode. You get me? Today is Mayhem Monday. Today is Mayhem Monday. We are getting started on the week. We are ready to punch a fucking girl in the face and then slap her with your foot. Are you ready to wake up, touch yourself, and go back to sleep? Because if you are, then you're on the right place. Now, I recommend for everybody listening to me right now, hearing this voice 365 miles away, listen with some headphones. Please put on your earbuds, your headphones, your fucking pillowcase, cover yourself in gasoline and light yourself on fire, and let's get this shit started with the best quality entertainment. Now, before we get started, before we get too deep into this like Tyrone inside your mother, let's just drink a little bit of water. Let us drink from the water of truth. Now, if you are new to my scheduled programming Monday through Friday, possibly Saturday if I have nothing else to do, we like to make sure we are well hydrated here. We like to make sure our kidneys are well within what's the word I'm looking for? High quality water density procedures, wherever that means. We're gonna drink water on the count of three. One, a two, a three. Oh yeah, that right there is some good old water. I love me some American stream water straight from the American Canyon. Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back, Ricky. Ricky, how are you doing? Well, you overheard, yeah. Yeah, I believe he has Tourette's, but I'm not sure what's wrong with him. And okay, let's just get into the show. Enough about Ricky. Ricky, go suck a big fat cock. Hey, fuck you, little bitch. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to say that, Ricky. You could suck two big dicks. All right, now. I have been scouring the internet, and I've been thinking to myself so many questions. I've had so many questions over this weekend that I just had to let them know. I just had to share them with you. I had to share them with somebody that needs to hear this. Somebody that needs to understand that we all have questions like you. Now, some of these questions may be very, very explicit. They may contain information that you never wish to carry inside of you. But how about we start off on a really light note, and we start off with one of the videos I cannot stop laughing at. Okay, video has me literally rolling on the floor laughing. It has me holding my Tejana hat and laughing, whatever that means. Now, the video, what am I talking about? What are you talking about, Kevin? Get your fist out of my ass. Well, let me tell you here, little Billy Joe Robinson, I got something to tell you right now. The video I'm talking about contains explicit material from James Charles. I'm just playing. Well, I'm not playing about the James Charles situation, but I am talking about James Charles. However, this video of him singing Tyga's Taste is hilarious. Let's hear it real quick. Do you hear that shit, man? That shit is hilarious. Alright, it's just, that shit has been making me laugh all fucking weekend. Because the song by Tyga, Taste, is amazing. It is amazing. And then you have this motherfucker over here making his weird ass face sounds and shit. Womp, womp, womp. I'm telling you, he is a beautiful man. That is no joke. That is not a lie. That is a truth 100% from the heart. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But yeah, that video has been making me laugh. Who would have thought me, Kevin G, been laughing alongside James Charles. Oh my god, we have gone a full 360 scope, no testicles, out and about, ready to punch you in your Saudi Arabian testicle mouth because we are out here ready to rock and roll. Now, I just wanted to start off light because we got a whole bunch of fucking explicit content to go through. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, but I believe that if we combine our forces together, we can possibly take out the Montesinian government. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, I'm gonna have James Charles on my brain all day, huh? The Wandering Mind podcast brought to you by Open and Honest Relationships. That's cool, but he ain't like me. Alright, let's get into our first thing. You know, I was thinking to myself the other day, you remember the old school movie theaters that you would walk into? Cock in your hand, fully loaded to ejaculate on your neighbor's back of the head? Yeah, that's right, I'm talking to you, Billy Rojo, Soho. But the old school movie theaters that were, gentlemen's only, the one where they would play porn videos. Yes, that's true. There used to be a theater that many theaters that only played pornos, and that was back in the day. And those were called adult movie theaters. And basically, an adult movie theater is let me try to read this right. A euphemistic term for a movie theater specifically designed for the exhibition of pornographic films. So to break that down to you, three brain cells individuals, that basically means it's an establishment where you could go and view highly explicit content with other individuals. Now, if I still need to go down to like one brain cells, that means where guys go to watch porn, and that's where this is gonna go. This is what I'm talking about, all right? So if you want to put your penis back in your pants, Richard. Adult movie theaters show pornographic films primarily for either a respectively heterosexual or homosexual audience. For the patrons, rules are generally less strict regarding partial or full nudity and public masturbation or sex, and such behavior may be condoned explicitly or otherwise by the management. So what that means is people are showing porno and you are allowed to just go in there and jack off, whack off, do whatever the fuck you want to do because depending on the management, if they allow you to masturbate, this is back in the day I'm talking about. There might be still some here, I'm not even gonna lie. There might have some movie theaters where they play porns, but what do I know? I haven't been to them in like a couple years. Such behavior may or may not be legal, and if not, may or may not be overlooked by local law enforcement. Certain theaters may also include a strip show or sex show between films or other industry services. Before the VCR and later the internet, a movie theater or cinema house was often the only location where people could see hardcore erotic films. The spread of home videos has led to a drastic reduction in the number of adult theaters. So I'm guessing there are still adult theaters around the United States of America, man. But apparently back in the day, before the VHS and all that, the VCR and all that good stuff, people had to go to a big building and jack off next to each other. Imagine that. Imagine you with your neighbor. Imagine, you know how you're sitting in the theater with somebody else beside you? Imagine a whole row, just everybody their hands have their dick in their hands. Yeah, you repeated yourself, you dumb shit. I'm sorry. But imagine your neighbor has his cock in his hand, you have your cock in hand. You guys both look like you're gonna drive shift. A standard vehicle, and you got that just over there, everybody jerking each other off. All you hear is this. That's all you hear in the movie, oh, and then all you hear is your name. And then you hear somebody's giving some gay sex to your neighbor. It'd be pretty cool. Why not? But I always thought that was weird that there was a place, it was not normal. I wouldn't say it was normal to have those sex houses, but apparently people were so horny. The humankind, the man, what's another word for us? Animals, apes, are so horny that we have got to go to an establishment to get our rocks off. You get me? We have got to go see some high quality pornographic images just to get our fix. We are disgusting and sexy individuals. The earliest erotic theaters in the U.S. were in California and showed 35 millimeter low production quality independently produced films, and that was in 1960. About 20 theaters in the U.S. showed erotic movies exclusively. So back in the 1960s is when this shit was popping. That's when everybody was jacking off with their hands and fucking looking at the theater. I wonder if you had to look forward. Like, are you not allowed to stare at your neighbor? Like, is it, it'd be better if you were like in a closed off box, like a wall to your left, a wall to your side, and then just the front of, like, you're boxed in, and then just enough room for you to see the actual movie screen. And then, below you have like a little blanket so you can jack off. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a little bit too, conservative. Maybe I need to be a little bit more liberal with my views and just jack off on my neighbor. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to quit being so insecure about myself and let my fluids fly. 2019, Kevin's fluids will be flying 100%. Small storefront theaters with only a dozen seats sprang up, and by 1970, 750 pornographic theaters existed in the U.S. 750 pornographic movie theaters in the United States of America, man. That is a lot of horny ass motherfuckers. Imagine being one of the first porn stars back in 1970 when nobody even knew what being a porn star was. Do you know what I'm talking about? Imagine how that mindset was. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Well, I'll tell you this, Gloria, we're gonna fuck you, right? We're gonna fuck you hard. And I don't know why I said New York, but there's probably a New York pornographic film. Why not? Yeah, we're gonna fuck you real good. We're gonna fill your asshole with our load. See, yeah, we're gonna load it with our load, yeah, and then we're gonna fuck you in the mouth. Okay, we are explicit, yeah, okay. And that was a New York scene, and there was let me remember, about 750 movie theaters. Holy guacamole. That's a lot of fucking. I'm just saying. Everybody must have been getting, they try to say, just because we have the internet now, we are, really horny as fuck. No, we've always been this fucking horny. It's just that the accessibility to grabbing the actual content is now at our fingertips. Literally, everybody could access porn. Literally nobody has any reason to not be jerking off right now. If you have the ability to grab your cock and grab a porn, go to pornhub.com, use Today in Culture for 50% off. You could just be masturbating, man. But before, in the 1970s, there was no computers, there wasn't any internet. That wasn't even a possibility yet. So the fact that they had to create an actual place where men, I'm guessing it was exclusively men. What kind of woman in their right mind would go to one of these things? Imagine you walk in, you got a bunch of horny men just staring at you, just dick in hand, looking like orangutans and gorillas in there. Just imagine how bad it smelled in that fucking movie theater. Imagine just walking in there, ready to, I just bought my ticket, about to go jack off to some 1970 Bush porn. I'm not talking about President Bush. I'm talking about the motherfucking hairy snatch that they used to have back in the day. Because the 70s, that was all about freedom, man. There ain't no shaving, man. All natural, man. So everybody in that film was a hairy ass fucking bastard. You get me? Their nutsack all the way to their chest hair was full of hair. Everything was just, it was like two fucking furries banging. That's how hot 1970s gay orgy porn was. Or natural heterosexual porn. I don't care which ones you watch, but I like to watch every kind, all kind, even the furries. The furries are the best. But I'm losing concentration here. Let me get a little bit of sip of water here. A little sip of water for you. Yeah. But you walk in there, what do you think it would smell like? As soon as you take a step inside, whoo, is that semen in the air, or are you just happy to see me? You give me that strong fucking cum smell, like the worst fucking, like, imagine just the awful stench of year-old semen on the ground. Like, people are not. There's no way that everybody is gonna be blowing a load into their hands and not wiping it on their seat. You get me? That's gonna be me. If I were to shoot a load on my hands at that movie theater, I'm not gonna clean it up for shit. I'm gonna drag that across the seat of the. Sorry, I'm picking my nose. Of the movie theater. I'm gonna just dry it off there. Maybe lick off the rest and keep it moving, but I ain't gonna fucking waste time cleaning it on a napkin or nothing. I'm at a fucking theater that shows pornos in the 1970s. Do you really believe me to clean up after myself? I just proved to you I'm a disgusting human being by buying a movie ticket at your establishment. So you have to deal with it. All right, I just want you to know, if I was a customer back in the day, I would probably blow a load on the back of somebody's head that if he was in front of me. Just keep it 100. You get me? Just keep it 100. This is true. What am I gonna really try to clean up after myself? That shit better be pitch black too. I mean, it better be pitch black. If it's not like blacker than a black man at that time, I don't believe that I would even be in there, because I don't want to see just all you hear is just. Let me see if I can recreate the sound here. Let me see. That's all you're gonna hear, people. It's gonna be the loudest fucking disgusting theater in the world. All you see, as soon as you walk in there, you just get that foul fucking sperm smell, and then all you hear is and then like at random times, at all times, just random nut busting, random comes everywhere. It'd be a weird ass time, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't go, because shit, I would probably go just to check it out. Why not? What do you really got going on at that time? What do you really got? I'm a freak, bitch. I don't got anything going on. If there's something new like that sprung up, guess what? Kevin G is going. We're just gonna check it out. Maybe a one-time experience. Maybe I like it. Maybe I like it. Maybe I like going in there and jacking off with a lot of guys. Maybe that's my thing. How would I know? I've never done it. So there's only one way to find out. We got to go into a 1970s porn theater. And why not? It's good. It's good for you. In the 1970s, theaters shifted from showing 35mm sexploitation films to more explicit 16mm beaver films. In the 1980s, some theater owners began forming chains to cut their costs, and in 1989, the number of U.S. erotic theaters had fallen to below 250. Damn. So in 1970s, there was 750. So by 1989, there was only less than 250. So in less than 10 years is all it took for everybody to realize that their nasty ass sex addiction was probably a little weird. And I'm guessing, no, I know, because of VHS tapes and all that stuff. They no longer had to gather around like some kind of cult, some masturbation cult, just to get the rocks off. You get me? They were finally able to jack off in their own house without the need or worry of having to be seen in public, because that would probably be really, really bad if, you know, your friends or family see you walking into that theater. Well, hey Bob. Oh hey Bill. What are you doing here? Later, Bob. And then just walk in there and, my nuts. But yeah, you would not want to fucking walk in there, man. That should be disgusting. As soon as you fucking take a step, the sole of your shoe comes off because it's so sticky. And then, like, you see pube hairs everywhere. Like, I bet there's going to be pubes hair and probably anal hair. You get me? Like, the ass hairs from inside of your cheeks are probably going to be on the seat. That's the truth. That's the reality. Because that's how some guys masturbate. They put their pants all the way to their ankles. You know, have you seen? I've seen a guy take a piss in the urinal with his pants all the way down. A fully grown 30-some-year-old man with his pants all the way down around his ankles taking a fucking piss at a urinal in public. You don't think there's gonna be men with their pants around their ankle while they're fully ejaculating and draining their nutsack at the theater in 1970s theater? Get the fuck out of here. You know it is. Everyone's gonna be womp womp womp. Oh man, that's some nasty stuff. Restrictions on adult theaters vary by region and may be restricted by local and state regulations. Local governments commonly prohibit adult theaters from operating within certain distances of residential areas, parks, churches, and or schools. Well, it makes sense. Imagine getting out of school and then watching your dad walk into that theater and then walk out fully sweaty and his fucking tie is messed up. Like his shirt is backwards and you notice that his ass has a hole in it. That's some hardcore shit. So I would hope is like where would you really put these theaters? You have to put it like in a semi like populated area. It's not like you're gonna put a adult fucking nasty theater on top of a mountain. You have to go through the forest and then you have to go through a couple of swamps just to go in there. It would probably like be nice to do that, but I don't believe that people want to go through all that trouble. You get me? Just put it in the middle of town. Make it your capital. Yeah, that's where people go and masturbate, dude. Yeah, that's where we all jack off and put our... why not store the semen and give it to the ladies who want to get pregnant? You know, there's a new idea. A sperm bank at the local theaters. Imagine that. Instead of wasting it and scraping it on the floor and your seats, just put it in a little container and ship it to your local sperm bank. Great idea. Brought to you by the Wonder and Byron podcast. Often, erotic theaters have been forced to move to the outskirts of the cities in order to protect real estate prices in the city centers. So like I said, they were forced to on the outskirts, so not even in the center, none of that. They're like, you guys are too disgusting and nasty for us. We don't want our town to have that reputation that we are disgusting animals. So y'all could have whatever on the outskirts where there's a bear and you try to go into the movie theaters, a bear will just claw you and eat you and drag you into the woods and fuck you. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying about their patrons. They're like, we don't give a fuck about you. We don't give a fuck about the business that you conduct. All we care about is our name. We don't want your disgusting... Well, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't want that in my city. Imagine your town square. Like you're at the park and then all you see is dudes walking in and out of a theater. Some full of semen on their chest and on their shirt. Some have it on their pants leg. Like it's just... Everybody's just sweating, looking... Because somebody jacked off in there like 6 times in like 3 minutes. So he's about to have a heart attack. He's on the verge of like death. He's like, oh God, that was intense. Ooh. If they were to open one nowadays, it'd probably be like anime porn and hentai. You get me? I don't think it'd be the same kind of... The shit they were playing back in those days that they say are explicit have nothing on what they're doing today. I saw a lady getting fisted while simultaneously sucking a dick and getting her pussy popped. You get me? Her ass in her... No, her ass... Let me try to slow down here for you guys to understand. There is a fist in her ass. Someone is putting a head in her pussy, and someone is fucking her mouth. Imagine that. Imagine that in the 1970s. Do you think they were ready for that kind of stuff? Well, neither was I. But my virgin eyes had to open up and know that there's a reality out here that you guys have zero clue about. So if you would like to watch the raunchiest hardcore porn, go to todayinculture.com. Just so you know. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make money here. Let me see right here. In a 1986 Supreme Court case regarding this issue, what I gotta say about this kind of porn industry is, I wouldn't mind it being around. Everybody deserves to have a little kink, a little freak in their nights. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes when you're feeling freaky deaky, you gotta understand that your needs need to be met, that your testicles need to be touched, and somebody needs to show you love. I pooped in my pants yesterday. But let's 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 love each other. Let's love each other hard. But that's fucking the adult movie theaters, man. I'm telling you, if you don't know, now you know. Nugga. Because that shit. Okay, yeah, you have to be at least 1,000 feet away from school, parks, and churches in residential zone. But I'm not saying it was a great decision. All I'm saying is, shit, check it out. If somebody wants to open up one of these establishments at your place, I say do it. I say do it. Bring back the nostalgia. Why not? Let someone masturbate on your foot. What's it gonna hurt? Nothing. Just tell them to clean it off at least. And if they don't want to clean it off, guess what? Your shoe's pregnant. Let's agree to disagree. You don't want it here. I do. I'll masturbate in public. We'll meet in the middle, all right? You don't want me to do it in a closed environment. I'll do it in public at a park, all right? Maybe I'll look at you while I'm doing it. So either that or you let me jack off in a 1970s adult theater, okay? And that's really what the point is. I just want everybody to know that I am now switching religions. I am now a full-time theater masturbator, and I will be at your local theaters masturbating for you. So watch out for that. I should have a new porno coming out called Anal Fist Me 7. That's where I allow 7 guys to fist me anally, all simultaneously, of course, so my asshole is widened to about the size of a tire and I die. That's right, it is coming out September 27th. Please be on the lookout for that. It is great quality content. But I hope everybody here learned a thing or two, and if you guys didn't know about these theaters, now you do. There are less than 250. I would guess there are about maybe like 70 in the whole United States now, because that was back in the day. That was in 1989 that there was less than 250, and we're in 2019, baby. We are no longer in the olden days. If you want to look at porn, all you gotta do is go on Google and go to Pornhub.com. I'm jacking off. And you have all the highest quality content porn available to you. You are able to masturbate to your sister, your brother, your stepmom, or whatever kink you have. Go to www.todayculture.pornhub.com. Nice, one day. But we're going to go ahead and cut it here. I'm glad you guys were able to stay tuned with me. I'm happy we are all here together, ready to fight. It is Mayhem Monday. I hope you guys are going to have a great day today. If all goes according to plan, Friday should be episode number 50, number 50. We're going to do something to celebrate on Friday because we have 50 podcasts up on the YouTube channel. That is a success in my eyes. We have got to celebrate somehow, so we're going to figure out some way to do that. And thank you guys for the support. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for quality daily content. Daily content every day, 365. Maybe possibly Saturday if I don't have anything else to do. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. And later, bitches.